What would you do if you only had $1.87 to buy a Christmas gift for your loved one? Imagine the plight of Della, a woman of humble means, living in a modestly furnished flat and scrimping every penny, only to find herself with a paltry sum of $1.87 on the eve of Christmas. The reality of her situation was stark. Despite her painstaking efforts to save, she found herself in a predicament that would bring tears to even the most stoic amongst us. Della, as she was affectionately known, was the wife of Mr. James Dillingham Young, or Jim, as he was fondly referred to. The couple lived in a time when prosperity was a fleeting memory, and their income had dwindled down to a mere $20 per week. Yet their love for each other remained steadfast, unaffected by their financial adversity. On that fateful Christmas Eve, Della found herself staring out of her window at a grey cat walking a grey fence in a grey backyard. The world, it seemed, mirrored her gloom. Tomorrow would be Christmas, and she was left with an almost impossible task of finding a gift for Jim with her meager savings. In her desperation, Della made a decision that would require a sacrifice of immense personal value. She sold her most prized possession, her beautiful cascading hair, the envy of queens and fairies, to buy a platinum fob chain for Jim's cherished pocket watch. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Della, Jim too had made a sacrifice. He sold his treasured watch to buy a set of combs for Della's lovely hair. On Christmas Day, the couple exchanged their gifts, only to realize the irony of their situation. Their most prized possessions were now futile, yet their love for each other had never been more apparent. This poignant tale, The Gift of the Magi by O. Henry, is a timeless story that explores themes of love, sacrifice, and the true value of a gift. It reminds us that the most meaningful gifts are not necessarily the most expensive or luxurious, but those that are given with love and sacrifice. The story underscores the moral that material possessions, however cherished they may be, are ephemeral. What truly matters, what truly enriches our lives, are the relationships we foster, the love we share, and the sacrifices we are willing to make for our loved ones. In the end, Della and Jim, though poorer in material wealth, were richer in their understanding of the depth of their love for each other. Their gifts, born out of sacrifice, were indeed the most precious gifts of all. For as the story beautifully encapsulates, they are the Magi,